Massachusetts, the Patriots introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the North Texas man. It's Jeff Wilson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards on the ground.
47 yards. First down, Buffalo.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Wilson. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Patriots nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for it. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 15, check 15. Check. Gun. 20.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harris. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watch the shot. Check your hot read. Check 3. 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, this is Wilson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play here for the Bills. 65 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Wilson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On the ground is Michel. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Switch. Hey!
On first down, Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, touchdown number 15 of the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Wilson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them to a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Watch the screen. Great.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by
tackle made there by Matt Milano.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Great.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Michel on the handoff.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I was a blessed with no effect. Don't know how it felt. I wanted to flex and go on the check. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at
the 4th down run unsuccessful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike.
They'll run it. This is Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now following the interception, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Check. 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Michel going to try again. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken.
2-yard line.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Let go, defense. Who we got? No.
They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Bills 10.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Eagles come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lucky. Check 37. Check 3.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Jerry Hughes on the stop.
2 yards on.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And it's Michelle once again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll run with Michelle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Gun. Here we go. 58, boys, 58. Gun. 58's the money. 58's the money. Blue down. Hey, check 20.
Newton on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 58's the money. All day, dog. 20.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Great. 58, boys, 58. Come on. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch twins. Great.
On third down, Michelle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Jordan Poyer on the
lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Mike, 49. Check back.
On second down now, Michelle, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's good.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Gun. Check nickel.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
The score, Patriots 34, Bills 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gun. Great. Switch gears. Jim.
Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll run on first down. Michelle, and some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel 29 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
His kick is...
And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes, but those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere.
And that's caught inside the 30. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I got you.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
The Pats at the line ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. Let's get the last shot. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On the ground, Michelle, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Check safety. 25. 8. 20.
On first down, it's Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
On the tackle. A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
New England on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun. Check. Press down. 8. Watch the twist. 20. 8.
From the gun, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Gun.
Now Newton on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gun. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check 26. Rush in. Check. Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 4. Check. Switch.
Newton's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Wilson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Patriots 60.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will be at home next